Welcome to How to Think Like Shakespeare, an examination of Shakespeare across disciplines. I'm Kenji Yoshino, joined here by Jim Shapiro and Carol Gilligan. And right now we are talking about Shakespeare abused. Are there appropriations of Shakespeare that you just feel like are out of bounds, that should not be, that if you could push a button and make them go away, you would?
I'm wondering if the language is such that you know, no matter how bad the acting, no matter how dreadful the interpretation, that, I mean, I just saw a production of Chekhov that was, I thought, so bad. So I just closed my eyes and listened to the language, and it was so gorgeous. But I think you could do that with Shakespeare.
I think you can, yeah.
You know.
It's a really fascinating question. You know, the lines like neither bar nor lender be. It's a most often quoted Shakespeare line on the Senate floor. Right. It's Polonius, you know, but it's still a good axiom to live by, right? So who cares if they get it wrong? It seems sort of pedantic to say, you know, well, you know, do you realize that this is one of the greatest asses in Shakespeare that you're quoting?
Well, it's like, to thine own self be true.
Yeah.
I used to have to say that that was one of the graces at some camp I went to. And then when I read Shakespeare, I thought, do you know who says
But
this?
you know, there's a moment, I just saw a really brilliant Hamlet in London at the National Theatre. And Polonius said that line in a way that I'd never heard it before. He's going on and on with all these, you know, aphoristic nonsense and full of himself. And he says, to thine own self be true. And he catches himself. And in that moment you realize he recognizes how untrue he has been to Hamlet Sr. And it's just awful. Space opens up in him and he just freezes. And then he regains some composure, but he's not the same after that. And I thought, what a brilliant, brilliant reading of that line. So you just keep going to these productions to pray for a moment like that, that just opens up the play and the characters in ways that are really waiting to be discovered.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you both for your insights. To see more of the Shakespeare series, please visit www.bigthink.com.